everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Destiny, and today I'm just gonna talk really briefly on a situation that had happened today. So as you guys know, my blogging and the reason why I started this channel was to help me get through my postpartum depression and anxiety. I started this channel now, I think in May of 2020, so not that long ago. And Xavier is now 1 year old, so I no longer label it as like postpartum. I'm, just mother trying to get through motherhood while battling depression and anxiety. This morning, though, I had a rough day. So Carmela was doing remote. Xavier was very needy this morning, which is not any different than any other day. However, what happened this morning was something I've been working on for a while, and it's how to handle my anxiety during a day of that's already chaotic. You have a child who has all the schoolwork that they have to do because of remote learning. Then you have another child who needs you just solely based off the fact that he's only 1 year old. And then your emotions are going all over the place, and you like literally your mind just feels like it's mush. Everything's just falling apart, even though that's not the case. It feels like that. And then you start being overcritical of yourself and kind of like self-loathing, in the sense like, I'm not doing enough at home. I could always be doing more. And then I came across a question that I asked myself, which was, why am I even doing this YouTube channel? Like, are there other moms out there who are suffering the way that I am, and feeling like just alone and just overwhelmed? And you have all the support in the world, but yet you just feel like you're on this island, and you're like, it just feels, isolated. And at this point of the day, you're defeated. You are feeling every emotion in the book. And again, it makes you question your character. So I go upstairs, and this is why I look the way I do. And Xavier's running back and forth, and I close the door to the bathroom, and I cry. And I cried for about 20 minutes. Like, I came in and out of the bathroom, but collectively 20 minutes. Cleaned my face off and did my job as a mother, getting them fed, getting, Xavier ready for a nap, getting Carmelo set up for his next Zoom call. And the day just has to keep going. And it does not stop because I can't handle what's going on. So for those of you who follow my Instagram, I try to be as open and blunt on my Instagram just as I am on YouTube. And I was just stating a fact. Today is one of those days where crying seems like the only thing you can do to get through this day. And followed by like, okay, I cried and now I look a mess, and it is what it is. And you kind of, again, you keep going. After that was posted, I had a couple of people reach out to me, and I'm not looking for anyone to reach out to me. I just want to point that out. But just like, mom to mom relatable stuff, like, I'm sorry you're having a rough day. One of the girls actually was like, I'm sorry you're having a rough day, been there. Check your email, and she like sent me a gift card to Starbucks, which was extremely thoughtful, and thank you so much. I had one of my other friends who is a working mom, and she, in the moments that I was suffering in the bathroom crying by myself, I guess I wasn't alone in a sense, because there she was at work just having all the same emotions that I'm having. And it was clear to me at that moment that not only am I not alone, but this channel I created for a reason, and that was the reason, was for me to open up a dialogue with people, to let them know that they can talk to somebody and not feel judged, because I feel like in motherhood we always feel judged. if I'm handling my stuff at home, that anyone that doesn't live in my house can come in and say, wow, this mom has her life together. She juggles it all. She's Superwoman. And I paused for a second. I'm like, Superwoman's allowed to cry too. And while Superwoman is a great, figure to live up to, we're mothers, and our superpower isn't just what we have going on internally, but it's also what we have going on externally. We have a lot of weight on our shoulders. A lot of eyes are always on us. And in my case, the two most important people are looking at me every single day, whether I'm having a good day and whether I'm having a bad day. It was during this time that I realized normalizing depression and motherhood has to be what I do, what I can contribute to this community, what I can contribute to being a realist as a mother. I try my best, and I know that that's great, but is it the best for them, or can I do better for them? So it was just all these different things going on, and I was like, wow, like just blown away at all the amount of love and strength in each and every one of these moms, stay-at-home moms, working moms, moms of one, moms of multiples, moms to be. Every single one of you guys are going through some form of the same emotions that I'm going through. And it's okay to cry, and it's okay to lock yourself in a room for intervals if you have to, just to get it off of your chest and get through the rest of the day. Because again, the day doesn't stop because we're having a moment. We're having trouble, breathing through the anxiety. We're having trouble clearing the fog from the depression. We're having trouble balancing it all. It's okay to put things on the back burner. Today, I stopped what I was gonna do for during Xavier's nap time, and I took that time to decompress and relax and try to get my energy back to where it needed to be. And it's okay, and I'm okay for that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, for any mom who's watching my channel, for any mom who follows me on Instagram, or for any mom who doesn't do any of that but is feeling these emotions, you're not alone. This is a time where none of us really know how to handle it, because we've never had to sign up for remote learning, sign up for, quarantine or restrictions at these places that you would like to take your kids to, but you're afraid to because of COVID. And these are times where we didn't think that we would have to come to this point. Never even crossed my mind that I would be remote learning and, having a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old all day long. I thought that age gap was gonna leave room for balance, and it is a lot. But we can call it a season, and just as seasons do, it's time for a change. It's time for a perspective that needs to be more positive, not just for us as individuals, but for the people who are watching us, our little people, our surrounding friends and family. Just so many people around us that you don't even think for 2 seconds are acknowledging what you're putting out there and saying, like, okay, well, this is relatable. I understand where she's coming from, or this is the realest thing I've ever heard. We have to normalize it and, be there for one another in our mommy community. So I hope that my little vent session and just an overall recap of a bad day, I still have the rest of the day to finish, and it helped for me to talk about it. You know, it helped for me to talk to my channel and to the women that had reached out to me and to the women I talk to on a daily basis. Like, it helps to get it off of your chest. And I think that that's gonna help us and prevent us from staying in this depression, in this season of the season of the season of 2020. It's an indescribable, you know, uncharted territory, and we're kind of all trying to figure it out. And I think it's good for us to kind of, you know, sometimes do it together if we're capable of doing so. So if you haven't already and you can relate, definitely leave your comments down at the bottom. Let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you during this time. And just let me know what ways I can support you. And, you know, the things that can support me are the things I am doing. You know, I turn to my camera, I turn to YouTube, and I am letting the universe know, myself know, and everyone who follows my channel that I'm not alone, and it is okay to feel the way I do today. And it's okay to not be okay. And, you know, Superwoman's allowed to cry too. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being part of my community and being part of my journey with YouTube and my journey as a mother. I hope that I can continue to bring some form of positivity to your day and to help normalize every single thing that you're feeling right now.